The special needs trust is a very specific type of trust. It can't be applied to everyone in every situation. So if you've been told, oh, you have to go get a special needs trust, you really, really need to speak to an attorney about it, because there's only certain situations where this type of trust would apply. So generally, a special needs trust can be created for somebody who is receiving state and federal benefits, such as SSI and Medicaid. The trust has to be drafted and managed properly in accordance with the law. So I would never recommend trying to get some sort of form trust off the internet, because this has to be done in a certain way. Otherwise, anything that you put into the trust would potentially cause you to lose your benefits if the trust was not drafted, and also if it's not managed properly. It's called a first party trust or a self-settled trust because the only funds that can go in it would be the individual's own assets. So I gave the example of proceeds from a personal injury settlement. So let's just say, for example, I was receiving SSI and Medicaid. I had a slip and fall outside of a store in the winter. I hire a lawyer, we get a settlement, and I get a settlement of $100,000. If I was to take that money outright and put that check into my bank account, I am now going to make myself ineligible for SSI and Medicaid. But if I put this money into a special needs trust, then it's technically no longer mine. It becomes trust property, and the trustee has to distribute the money in a way that is allowable under the law. The trust cannot be funded after the individual, the trust cannot be funded after the individual reaches the age of 65. So if I were 70 and it was the same scenario, I would not be able to establish a special needs trust. There are some limitations, but the trust is the trustee has flexibility to use the trust monies for the beneficiary's needs. And it would cover education, it would cover uncovered medical expenses, it would take care of any furniture or vacations. You have to document everything and you have to keep receipts. And there's also an accounting requirement every year, but it really does allow to and provides for the beneficiary's needs. The trick with this type of trust is that anything that goes in that trust upon the death of the beneficiary or the disabled individual, all the money left that's in the trust would have to go back to Medicaid. And when I had mentioned an annual reporting, you do have to submit to Medicaid annually. They do review trust distributions. They want to make sure that trustees are not doing anything they shouldn't be doing with the money, that they are actually spending it for the beneficiary's needs.